Well, welcome to this week's episode of the Hoover Boys.
It's a pleasure to have you.
That's a gift.
Fingers crossed, some Romans to come. Welcome back to the fields of Perthshire and day 2 with the Hoover Boys. Sneaky Pete as well.
Hi, Sneaky Pete.
Hey, Sneaky Pete. We're on the Roman field. We've got high hopes. I'm not going to say any more because these guys are very excited. We haven't detected this all year, so let's go and see if we can find some Roman treasures. Let's go, boys.
Sounds good.
I kept my intro as short as possible because these guys were all desperate to get out. But this is a field with a lot of history, We've had quite a few Roman coins off this field over the years. It's been ploughed over the winter time last year, and then it was ploughed and planted in the springtime. And it was a pea field which they harvested, I think, about the middle of June. And since the middle of June, we haven't been on it. So it's had a plough twice and it's had time to settle. It's flat as a pancake, which is perfect for detecting. And hopefully we're going to turn up some treasures. But, you know, it is detecting. As ever, if you're not already subscribed, then please hit the button and help support my channel. Right, I'm itching for this. I've been waiting almost a year to get on this field because I've been saving it for the Hoover Boys coming. So let's go. We got a digger. It's taken me about 15 minutes to get a diggable target. 65. But fairly shallow in the top 2 or 3 inches. Oh, it's round, but is it Roman? Hard to say. This field has produced a lot of 4th century Roman, which are generally about that size, but it just looks a bit thin. I think we could have a Turner from the 1600s, but I'll clean it up and I'll get back to you. We've got a little bit of detail. So it is a copper 2p, known as a Turner. And this is from the reign of James VI, this one. So sometime between 1567 and 1625. So not a bad start. You'll see the little lion just slowly making its way in. And if we turn it over, somewhere on there, although it's a bit hard to see, but there would be a little bunch of thistles. So not bad at all, not bad at all. That's a pretty good start, but searching for Roman and we end up finding 1600s coinage. I'm not complaining. Brad apparently has got himself a wee Roman.
I was just trying to nose seal it up a little bit.
Trying to get some
trying to if I pull
some detail on it.
the bust off of it a little bit.
Oh yeah, you have. You've got a nice wee head on there at least.
Can't tell which is right side up on reverse here.
No.
Like that?
Possibly, yeah. Maybe a little figure standing or something on it.
It should flip like that. Yeah.
Yep, it's a very clear little head.
I'm absolutely tickled.
Fantastic. It's worth it. And only in what? How long did that take?
Oh, 15 minutes.
15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, just like a 60 signal, but
I got a little copper Scottish coins. That's 1600s.
Oh, yeah.
So it's James VI.
Thin like paper.
Yeah, I know. Not a lot to it.
Very cool.
Well, I'm searching for Roman and I find 1500s and
What are you gonna do?
and you get a Roman. So what a start. Fantastic.
Thanks, John.
This sounded a bit tetchy, and indeed it is. I don't know what the metal is. I think it's some sort of iron mixture, but this is part of a box iron from the Victorian period. So you'd heat this on a fire, then you put it in a little case and iron your clothes. And for those who watch my channel regularly, you'll know that I keep on finding these damn things. And normally they're about 2 foot down like this one was.
It would be Jesus' dad.
Here he is, the man who can't stop finding things.
This is really exciting. I had to work into this one a little bit. Look at the beautiful green cross.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that something?
Sheesh.
Are you ready for the extraction?
Yeah, go for it.
Here we go. It's the first time I've touched it.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Look at that. Oh my gosh. The hole is pretty crude.
Yeah.
Great green color.
Yeah, even the shape of it as well.
It's textured.
Oh, it's got possibly inscriptions on it, or just decoration, or...
It should have an inray on the top, right?
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
Wow. Is
stunning.
that potential medieval? Or is
It's
it...
hard to say, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's difficult to say. We'd need to give it a clean up and see if we can see any tool marks on it.
It's
But
a
yeah,
little bit of bend. It survived very well.
it's yeah, fantastic. What a find.
Wow, thank you.
Well done, that man. Again.
Yeah.
Jeez, you're on fire.
Yeah, wow. How about that, my friend?
Andy's just talking about his machine with mineralisation. He's changed to beach mode and he looks as if he's got himself a Roman. He has, I would say. Look at the colour and the shape of that.
Oh, Andy. You did it, man. Yeah. You did it. How about that? Beautiful. How do you feel, man?
Out of this world. Out of the US too.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably 1,700 years old, so not bad. Not bad for the first half hour.
Wow. All right.
Well, there you are. There's a sort of mid-clean-up. You can clearly see a head looking to the right-hand side, and on the reverse is the Roman soldiers standing either side of what looks a bit like a totem pole, which is I think it's called Gloria Republica, and it's from the 4th century. I forget which emperor, or maybe it covered several, but it's probably from 330 to 370, something like that. So, not bad, Andy. Not bad at all.
Nice.
Well done, sir.
Thank you so much.
Winter is coming. The geese are on the move. And look who's here now. Big Magic Marty is here. The team is all getting back together. Sneaky Pete and Marty. Simon couldn't make it. Albert, as usual, is not replying to messages. But the team is almost complete. Andy's coming over with a big smile on his face. He gave a little fist pump. So,
bust, looking right.
oh yeah, 100%.
That one's got lots of lettering on it, so we'll be able to.
Yeah. Let me give you a wee zoom in. 100%, yeah. It ends IUS, maybe Tetricus, something like that. But yeah, it's got a reasonable reverse on it as well, isn't it? Yeah, it's really good. We do get 3rd century, so the radiates are always 3rd century.
Okay.
Spiky crowns, but they would have had a silver wash on them normally.
Yeah, when it first came up,
see,
it looked like there was a little bit of a wash.
Yeah,
on it,
you can see little flecks on the side there. But yeah, probably 240 to 280, something like that.
Okay.
So 3rd century. So a wee bit older than your last one.
Nice.
Fantastic. Well done, that man.
All right. Okay.
Stunning.
Let's get more.
About 14 inches down. It is iron, but it's a buckle, and because it's got that sort of kind of donut shape, square donut shape, it came through as a maybe. So we dug it anyway. But it's going to be probably a couple of 100 years old, so still no Roman for me yet, but the guys are doing well. And he's in again. Silver. Again, apparently.
I don't think it's an emperor, though. It's a queen.
It's a queen. Well, oh yeah. It's worn, but it's... Yeah. Get the zoom right. There we go. So yeah, a Victorian silver 3p. Can't see a date on it yet, but I'm sure there'll be one there somewhere. And there's the young head of Queen Victoria looking to the left. Very nice, sir.
Love this field.
Yeah, it's probably going to be, I don't know, probably like 1830s through to maybe about 1880, 1890 or something like that. But back in the day, Andy, that would have bought you 3 pints of beer. That is a sad loss for someone. But
maybe somebody will buy me a pint for finding.
Well, I hope so. Fingers crossed, I'll join you. I don't know what it's been. It's a wee fluty 45. It's been squished. Might be part of a decorative button, but then it could be part of a little florally brooch, or maybe even a button. But it is toast. Squished. But probably 100 to 200 years old. Got myself a wee coin. Didn't sound like a coin, but it is a coin. It looks like a farthing. It's definitely not Roman, whatever it is. Pretty crusty as well. Well, we might be struggling to get something off that, but I'll give it a clean, see what we can do. But it's my first, no it's not, it's actually my second coin. We've got an ID. It is a farthing, as I suspected, which is back in the day was a quarter of a penny. And initially I thought that the head on the other side was looking to the right hand side, but it's actually, I think, looking to the left. So I think it's Queen Victoria. You'll see her fading in there. So a quarter of a penny back in the days when you could actually buy something with a quarter of a penny. You could buy a couple of oysters and some bread in London off a street seller, or you could buy yourself a sparrow. And I always thought sparrows were for, as in the little bird, and I always thought sparrows were for like as a pet, but apparently it was to eat. So there you go. Bad news for the sparrows, but it's a coin for me. Just having a wee catch up with Pete, and he's got this. Look at that for an ear blowing target. Solid bit of, it's either bronze or copper alloy, and it's got a intentional little kink at the end. I mean, we're wondering, could it be some sort of tine off of like a rake that you would drag behind a tractor? But it seems like overkill for design. It would be expensive to make. You know, imagine hundreds of these on the back. That'd be an expensive implement, plus it wouldn't be very well connected. Narrows quite a lot there. So if you know, comment below. Has he found himself a epic Roman era object? We don't know. And he's also got himself a bit of tat, and he's got himself, oh, you got a Roman, a couple of Romans. I'll give you that back. So that looks like a George the Third. I'll try and zoom you in a touch. Yeah, I think that's a George the Third halfpenny, but it's toasted. So 1760 to 1820. And then he's got himself, yeah, I'd say that's Roman, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I thought so.
So 4th century, Roman little coin, albeit can't actually see any detail on that at all. Possibly a head there, maybe. Yeah, I think there is actually. I can see an eye and a nose. So a little 4th century Roman, and then he's got himself a definite Roman. So 2 Romans for Pete. Oh yeah, there's a little sort of angel figure holding a wreath on the reverse. So there you go. Well done, Sneaky Pete. Good going. Again, another target at depth. Really squeaky. 50-60. Have we got a wee Roman? Ah, it's a button. Like there's a shank right there. Ah, thought I had one. Not to be. Let's get the old brush out and give it a wee tickle. I think it's just going to be a plain one, and it is, but it's still got the shank on it. And it's otherwise in pretty good condition. So there would be a maker on the back. I can see the odd letter, and someone just wasn't doing their sewing very well. The buttons just dropped off. But it's probably going to be 200 or 300 years old, I would think. So it is still a find.
I got that one, which is obviously another milled coin, I guess, but it's pretty slick.
Yeah. So, looks like probably a George the Third on the right. George the Third halfpenny, I would say, and it's just pretty toasty.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it is very thin. It could be a William the Third as well. It could be a Gavilimus. You never know, but definitely that is a very nice George the Second. So he was, let me think, when was he on the throne? Mid 18th century. Yeah. So he was. Now I'm forgetting who was who now. I think he died in 1760. I think he maybe ruled from about 1730s to 1760, something like that. But you would have had Britannia there with almost looking like she's got a ball gown on, because the Britannia had this big flared dress on it, and a very clear George II looking to the left. Nice coin, very nice indeed. So yeah, brilliant, superb. There we go. Stick them back in the box.
Into the box. Thank you.
Well done. I was digging and digging and digging. About 16 inches down, we've got Gibbs dentifrice of London, and this was like a dental tooth powder, almost like a toothpaste or tooth whitener. Probably Victorian, sort of latter part of the 19th century. Nice bit of social history. Just a shame I had to dig 14 inches down to get to it. I was beginning to think I might have a Bronze Age axe head, but not to be. Could make it up right there at a depth of about 2 foot. I got a great big tin can. Right next to it, I just checked the hole. I got another signal there, same sort of readout, and I've just dug that up. And that is a Roman silver. It's broken in half, but I've got a Roman silver. Unbelievable. Let me get the water out. Oh, where is it? Oh, I can't find it. Right, I'm going to have to get back to you. Oh no, I've got it. There we go. Look at that. It's a beautiful coin too. If only it hadn't been broken. Look at that. I might be able to identify that. What a shame. It's a really nice coin too. And broken. It's Roman, and it wasn't me. It was like that. It's broken, but it's Roman.
Yes, it is.
100%. Right next to a tin can. I dug a tin can out, it was like 2 foot down, and then got it out the ground, and I swear literally like 6 inches to the right of where the can came from, similar sort of readout, and I thought, oh, it's just going to be another fragment, and it was about 6 inches down.
Constantius or Constant, one of the one COM.
I think it could be COM, Commodus maybe.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But I need to have a little bit more of a look at it.
That's fantastic.
But if it's Commodus, it's 2nd century. Another wee catch up with Pete, and he's on the silver. He's got a farthing, George V, on the right.
Always George V.
I know, and on the left, well, don't really know what that is.
That could be absolutely anything.
Could be anything. I mean, Georgian probably, but still. But he's also went and got himself a silver, the sneaky little devil. So I don't think it's hammered. I think it's maybe an early milled. And it could be a Gavilimus, a William III of England, William II of Scotland. And it might be a love token, maybe. It's not very bent, but then it might have just been straightened by rolling about in the plough soil for 300 odd years, 400 years. But if it's William, then it's going to be 1688 to 1702. So, well done, Pete. Silver again. Sneaky wee devil.
Can't beat a bit of silver.
Amen. On the Jethro programme?
Of course.
Ah, fantastic.
Or Jethro, as it says on mine.
Jethro. So here's Sean Sean says, I said to him, I hear you've got some good stuff, and he says, what if I told you I don't know what the hell I've got? The last time he said that, he had something amazing. Well, you've got something amazing. That's a Roman. Get you in the holder. That is a Roman, and it's an early one. Look how chunky that is.
Yeah, I don't know what is on it, but...
Well, you've got a little standing figure on the back, which is probably some god or goddess.
Oh, okay.
And then on that side you've got a head looking to the right hand side, which I don't know, it could be a number of people, but it's probably someone like Hadrian or Trajan, Antoninus Pius, something like that. So it's probably late 1st into early 2nd century.
It looks like an hourglass.
Looks like an hourglass.
You don't think it's an hourglass?
No, well, it kind of looks a bit like a nuclear explosion as well.
Yes, right out of a nuclear site. That could be it.
So,
There's
there you
another
go.
thing. I don't know.
That's a wee penny. It's very smooth.
That's what I was figuring, but it just all beat up on the edges.
Yeah, so.
Russian.
Well, you got another Russian. Did you get a Russian yesterday?
No.
No, was it
I don't
not
know
you?
what that, Dutch or something. And this has actually got a little figure on it. Looks like something.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that is, this one. It's strange. It's M-I-E-D?
Yeah, there's definitely.
Oh no,
ones.
it's William. It's Gavilimus.
Oh,
So that's William the Third
that guy.
of England, who was William the Second of Scotland, who was King Billy. He was also the stadtholder of the Netherlands, and he became King of Scotland and England in 1688, and he died in 1702. So it's some time between then.
Nice.
Looks like a halfpenny. So yeah, 1600s probably.
That's so crazy that you could look at that and know what you're looking at. Yeah.
So yeah, and then you've got a wee Russian bag seal, dated 1870 something. So that would have been attached to bales of flax that came over to Scotland from Russia to be milled into linen. Nice. And then he's got a wee Roman again. My God, that's tiny. Well done for even finding that.
I have heard that statement before.
I like it.
Well done for finding that is. Okay, not the first statement. All right.
Brilliant. So yeah, it's a little 4th century Roman.
And then your guess is as good as mine again.
And then you got another Roman. Oh, nearly dropped it. Is that the head side or is that the head side? I think that's the reverse. I think you've got a wee standing figure there on the reverse. And on that side, that'll be a head right there. So again, 4th century, 350, 330, 370, something like that.
Good year.
So yeah, nice. Fantastic. You're on fire.
Dude, it's out here. I heard you got a silver. Let's
I
check
did,
it out,
yeah, I
buddy.
did. Let me get that out and show you.
That one.
I think the prize for finding the tiniest buttons ever found by a man will go to Sean. Oh, look at that. It's got a beautiful little flower on it as well with gold and gild on it too. It's stunning, but incredible that you even found that.
Well, I have been like really struggling.
You've been struggling. Well, you've been doing pretty well because you've got.
To find
well,
it. Like,
yeah,
I'm
well,
like going, where is it?
yeah,
Like,
I can
it's
imagine.
hard, man.
I can imagine. Well, that is fantastic. They're probably all 17 or 1800s, I would think.
Yeah.
You're not going to believe it. That was the tin can. That was the half a denarii. And here, a 52. And I think I've got the other half. I think I've got the other half of the silver. I cannot believe that I found that. And it was a really poor target, but obviously because of what I just found, I dug it. And it is a beauty. It is the other half. 100%. Well, that's a first. And a very clear head on it as well. Well, Brad said to me, it doesn't look like a recent break. Sorry, it looks like a recent break. And he was right. Maybe it only just happened the last time it was ploughed. Right, let's clean this up and then marry the two back together again. Ta-da! Now look at that. It is Commodus. And I think he ruled from, I think about 180 or thereabouts. 180 AD, but look at that. There's a little seated figure on the reverse. And it would have been a fantastic coin if I hadn't, well, I say if I hadn't have broken it, but I didn't break it for a change. It would have been a beautiful coin if it wouldn't been broken. But that is incredible. Roman silver denarius from probably around about 180 AD. Phenomenal. Just having a wee catch up with John. First time I've seen him since we came into the field, and I said, how are you getting on? And he said, I think I've achieved my goal.
Yes.
Which is a Roman, and he's got one of the best that we've had. And I think it is Constantius, or Constantine the Great. And the reverse is pretty good as well. That's the emperor, that figure there, and he's dragging a captive. So that's a barbarian on their knees being dragged behind the emperor.
Okay.
And there's probably a mint mark at the bottom, so you would actually be able to tell where that came from. That'll probably clean up.
Clean up a bit.
But yeah, Constantine, so it's probably from around about 320, 330. He was actually proclaimed emperor, Roman emperor, in York in the north of England.
Really?
Because he was in Scotland with his father campaigning against the Scottish tribes.
No shit.
And his father took ill. So, you're right. So his father took ill, and they went back to a place called Eboracum, which is what we now call York in the north of England. And his father died, and he was proclaimed emperor by the generals.
In York.
In York, in England.
Wow.
So there you go. Beautiful coin. He's also the first Roman emperor that converted to Christianity.
Okay, there you go.
And then he moved the capital as well from Rome to Istanbul. And he named Istanbul Constantinople. He named it after himself.
Okay.
So he was a busy fella. And I'm glad he showed up for you.
This guy knows his stuff. I'm gonna hold on. Keep it going.
Keep it going. Oh, there's
Because
more.
I, as an American, we get a lot of tomback buttons, but this is maybe the most beautiful tomback button.
Oh wow.
No design or anything like that, but I like that. I like that button better than the Roman. It's
that is a whopper.
No shank, unfortunately.
Lovely patina as well,
But
isn't it?
we don't usually get them that big. They're usually much smaller.
Yeah.
And I loved it. I just dug it right back behind me.
Stunning. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big old button.
Yeah, gorgeous.
So that's Georgian, George III, probably around 1780,
Yeah.
something like that.
Not super old, but that's my kind of.
No, it's lovely.
My kind of digs right there.
And tomback was a mixture of copper and zinc that they created in the Georgian period.
They put
a little bit of arsenic.
arsenic in there, yeah.
Or a bit of tin, just
Yeah.
to give it that shine. So no licking it, okay? Just having a wee catch up with Marty. He's got this interesting little lead. I mean, who knows? Could be part of a tip of a needle or even a stylus for writing or something like that. We have had a few lead sort of needly looking things off this field.
Plumb bob, maybe.
Yeah, plumb bob as well, a weight or something. Then he's got himself another 4th century Roman, which has got a wee bit of detail. You can just see the nose of the emperor on there, but again, it's 4th century. But look at that one. That has got every single bit of detail. It's even got the mint mark at the bottom. And then the other side, the name to the left is Constantine. So this is the same as John got.
Oh, yeah.
Constantine the Great from 320, 330, something like that. And that's my Roman silver I was just showing off. What a day we're having. So we're just stopping for lunch, and Andy's come over and he's got himself another Roman coin. It's another 4th century one. Good detail on the front. You can see the head there looking to the right, probably again Constantine. And the reverse is actually really good. That'll clean up really well. It's Emperor dragging captive, which is the same one that I think John got, same reverse. So you've got the standing figure, which is the Roman emperor, and you've got this little enslaved barbarian on their knees being dragged by the emperor. And he's also got a little staff and a little eagle, I think it is, on top. So
Dragged by his hair.
lovely, beautiful wee coin. Incredible history.
Indeed.